All right, well, it's finally here. It is the mid-season finale. We've been waiting for episode 8, and I don't know. I'm ready to dive in.
I mean, 90 minutes could be 50 or 60 minutes of commercials.
Yeah.
Who knows?
I'm betting it is. So, being the mid-season finale and 90 minutes long, we figured, man, we're going to be up late tonight. There's going to be a bunch to talk about. We're going to get into it. And then we realized after 47 minutes that nothing had happened really at all. I mean, wow. I guess we did find out that much to, an insult, zombies are good swimmers. Actually, you, I think, had even tweeted something about those zombies in the water, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, so one of my, I did say 30 minutes in and nothing happened.
See? Yeah, there
easily
you go.
More than 30 minutes. When the show first started in the first couple, definitely seasons 1, 2, and 3, I felt the zombies were walkers, sorry.
Yeah, come on.
I thought they were, disgusting. They were hard to look at.
Oh, yeah.
You couldn't eat during the show. And there was some, really gross, gory things that happened. And obviously it's why it got, so famous. But, my God, there was, 50 zombies in this lake. And they looked like regular people. I'm like, I should be throwing up all over my living room watching the scene. It should be so disgusting. And
Pretty much, yeah. Mm-hmm.
It felt a little sanitized for me.
Very sanitized, yeah. God knows how long they've been in the lake. On top of that, we got one of my least favorite things that seem to be increasing as we go along, and that's the fake death.
Just who cares? They're fine, whatever.
But it's like, a zombie jumps in out of the water and grabs him, which is... Walker. Oh, you got
Walker
me. You're right. Sorry. You got me. All right. You got me. That's cool. All right. I got you. You got me. We're even. Boom. We move on. So Walker jumps out of the water, pulls him in. That's a bit of a stretch to begin with. And then he just pops up and goes, I'm okay. And it's like, come on. Yeah. So that, no, not good.
I felt 0% tension. I was like, he's fine.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Zero interest. It's just and part of that 47 minutes of nothing. And I guess when we finally did get to something,
an hour in,
but it really was something. I give credit where it was due. But
the show lost me almost. I was walking around, I was doing other things because I was bored.
Never a good sign. No, but okay, so you hung in there, you got to the pool game, and finally we've got a little bit of tension going on here with Spencer.
And Negan in blood splatter. Ooh. Oh man. I need another cold shower after that.
Right. Well, there was probably a little bit before that where he actually killed someone.
Well, yeah, but
okay, all right.
Blood. It was good. It was real good.
I got you.
Yeah, I mean, I think no one in Alexandria was upset. No one on Twitter was upset because everyone hates Spencer.
Right.
I was thrilled because he sucks, man.
Yeah. I think that was kind of like if you had to put money on who's going to buy it this episode and you realize Spencer's in this, he's pretty high on the list. So, yeah, no surprise then. Him going. But I have to say, I was surprised at what happened after that, and honestly very insulted. And that is that we have Rosita, who we have established in the show, whether it's brief or not, it doesn't matter, is ex-military and proficient in firearms, and she misses the shot.
Well, you knew she was gonna miss. I mean,
but that's okay. As you brought up, old Walking Dead, season 1, 2, 3, maybe even 4. Did we know what was going to happen? No, we didn't. I mean, I want to say it was done just to have that little cliffhanger for the commercials, honestly.
Oh, no, it was. And I mean,
but it's like,
even if they were going to kill him off, which they're not
No.
because of season 8. But
Yeah.
even if they were, I wouldn't expect it out of the mid-season finale. If this was the season finale, I might have been a little bit more wrapped up in it
Yeah.
because they pulled some shit in the season finale previously.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
maybe,
But you could have done a thing where she takes the shot. It does a pretty fair amount of decent damage. Hits him in the skull. It doesn't kill him, but now we've got a whole setup for the rest of the season where Negan's in some kind of critical condition, or maybe an episode. I mean, there could have been things other than she just happened to perfectly hit a baseball. I'm like, I'm sorry, but I've actually known a few policemen, and the movie stuff. You usually hit large center mass areas, not little tiny bats. It was just so bad. And then to top it all off, I think I mentioned this to you, is that if you rule through fear and intimidation, as Negan does, and people either insult you or flat out try to kill you, you kill them or have them be killed. And yet Daryl punches him in the face. No problem. Rosita shoots him. It tries to. Oh, I'll just have the person that's over you kill someone else. Carl kills several of his men and attempts him, and he kind of takes him under his wing. I'm getting really sick and tired of people trying to kill Negan and ostensibly being rewarded in a lot of ways. It's just not working. It's just damaging the character.
I mean, I disagree on certain points. It depends on kind of who the character is and why he didn't kill them. Because I think there's reasons to not kill people.
Right.
Everyone? I don't know about that. Because I feel like he does spare quite a number of people. I think it was one of my favorite moments of this episode was when Rick actually came home and Negan told him everything that happened.
Yeah.
And when he's like, "Oh yeah, your son snuck onto a truck and machine gunned my men, and then I brought him back here." And Rick's like, "Base,
Sure.
what was
of course
absolutely amazing. I need a screenshot of that face." And I think
sure
it's more psychologically damaging. Now Rick is like, "What do you mean you were with my son for God knows how long?"
Right. Sure. No, I mean that was played perfectly. That was very, very good. Thoroughly enjoyed that myself. I'm trying to think of anything else I enjoyed. Didn't enjoy the commercials, of course.
Oh my God. There were some things where someone, especially when they went to go see Carol, to remind us that Carol's still alive.
Still in the
She's
show.
only been in one episode.
Yeah.
And I think, they said, what, 4 sentences? Maybe a couple sentences? And then we were back to a commercial. I'm like,
yeah.
that wasn't even a conversation. Someone made a speech.
Yeah.
We're still in a commercial.
Yeah. I think we made the comment last week. It's a 90-minute episode on paper, but 44 minutes of actual footage. Just like a regular episode. Yeah. No.
And there were a lot of quick ones too, because I felt like there were a lot of commercial breaks, but they'd only show 1 or 2 commercials.
Right. Yep.
Except the problem with that is, okay, yeah, the new Resident Evil game looks awesome, but you just ripped me out of the episode to show me a commercial or 2, back into the episode for 3 minutes. Okay, now we're back to a commercial or 2. You couldn't stay focused. No. I couldn't. I don't know anybody else.
No, I'm probably not. And I get it. It's their big ad revenue. Whatever. I don't know. Raise the prices and give us more show. I don't know. I don't have any solution. That's their business side. Then to top it all off, I guess the last thing is indeed the last thing.
It almost wasn't last thing because I almost turned my TV off because I didn't know we were still in the episode.
Right. I mean, ostensibly it ends with the little happy, go lucky reunion and then commercial. And then we come back from commercial and we get this little I guess it's supposed to be a cliffhanger sequence of the guy with whatever the snake skin or alligator boots, whatever the hell they are, that was earlier at the lake, is now spying on them again and walks away, and that's it. That's like the most non-cliffhanger I've ever seen.
Well, funny story, I was tweeting in that moment, like, oh, guess we're not going to get a cliffhanger, because they showed the end where, like, everyone, Daryl and Rick reunite, and Jesus is there, and everyone's together, and it's, like, faux inspirational. But then they cut to a commercial of Chris Hardwick being like, okay, tonight on Talking Dead, these people are here. We're going to talk about this. Join us. And I'm like, oh, man, no cliffhanger. Okay. And then I'm like, oh, wait, we're back in the episode. This is still the episode? I'm like, okay, no, that makes sense, because, it's like 10:25 or whatever.
Right, yeah,
so,
just because of the time
we get 5 more minutes. Then they show some boots walking away, and then it ends.
Then it ends. Yeah.
Wait a minute. Hold on. That was the worst
February. Yeah. So, join them in February, we shall. But
I haven't seen anything online. If that's from the comics, can someone let us know? Because it's not.
Please.
I haven't seen a damn thing on Twitter.
Yeah, and honest to God, I'll say this right now. If we do get the feedback, and this is some character from the comic books that's a big deal, then they're really extra stupid. Because you know what? The millions and millions of fans that watch this every week do not read the comic book. So you cannot have a cliffhanger based on the comic book. It's just completely idiotic.
But they've done that a lot before. They've done that like multiple times. But
okay.
In earlier seasons. But I felt like when they did that, everyone exploded, being like, oh, that's because I remember when they showed Michonne for the first time. Like the internet exploded because they're like, Michonne's here. Obviously, if you don't read the comics, you're like, what?
Exactly, but by the same token,
there was no internet explosion over like, oh, this is the guy with the boots. Nothing happened.
No, but by the same token, if I had never read the comic books and Michonne shows up and she's got 2 walkers on chains behind her, I don't need to know anything about the comic books to know this is a badass chick. What's gonna happen? This guy in boots with binoculars. What the fuck? I don't know.
Do we know it's a guy, actually?
Oh, sorry. I stand corrected. I don't. We don't know anything.
You actually just said guy, and I had the thought. I was like, wait, how do we know?
And you're right. We don't. I don't think that's the cliffhanger they wanted. People trying to figure out what sex the person in the snakeskin boots is. So, okay. Well, I'm tapped out. You got anything else? No?
No, I thought that I was like, I'm ready to analyze and talk and discuss. And I'm like, oh, it's, 9:50 and shit hasn't happened yet. So
nothing, a whole hunk of burning nothing. Nope. All right. Well, we're going to have 8 more in February, so hopefully they'll kick it into high gear then.
So it is all over the internet. February 12th is 9 weeks from tonight. It will be back with the second half, another 8 episodes.
Yes.
Who knows? I kind of hope they surprise us and it's not, same old.
Oh, man.
Please.
Yeah, no. Definitely let us know what you thought of this episode in the comments below. There's also below our social media links. And as we've said multiple times, Lexus is on Twitter the entire episode just going crazy, letting her brain explode. It's well worth a shot. Let us know what you think. Plus, subscribe to our channel so we can keep these coming.